Yo, what's going on YouTube? This your boy Kamen the Spike back again once again. And today, people, we're here for Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger episode 43. And this episode was crazy. But guess what though? Next week's episode is gonna be crazier. We got the betrayal in this episode, man. The betrayal. We got a new face to this episode too, and we also got some ISA about to break out the big plans and stuff like that. They took Taya's money. They took the man. A lot of bad things happened, but you took the money. You took his manyan. You took Taya's manyan at the ending of this episode, and it was. I was like, whoa! Like, not only did you guys get betrayed by y'all Blue Ranger, but also y'all done took the manyan, and then the person that took your manyan is your freaking mentor. And next episode, he gonna be walking around a trench coat and a hat. Did you buy that with my manyan? I gotta know. I got to know. But this episode was actually really good. It felt kind of fillery in this episode, but it didn't. But this episode, it started off really happy, happy go lucky. Everybody chilling. Everybody celebrating New Year. Happy New Year, by the way. Everybody celebrating the New Year stuff. We eating freaking Boondadio that made a new curry dish. Everything was chilling, man. We good out here. We good over here. But then Sashido, haven't seen him in a few days, and old boy has been working with the ISA, and we don't know why. I mean, he's sitting in a car with the harumph of the ISA director. Like, this dude just look like he's holding in a lot of frustration because his face is just scrunched up. but yeah, this episode was cool. Like, we see the betrayal of him. We see that our monster of the week for today is a treasure chest monster, but we don't know who made him. Most likely the ISA made him, or maybe Spender made him. But he kind of just shows up out of freaking nowhere. Like, he literally falls from the sky, and he goes off and he's using his power to basically steal things from people that they cherish the most. He steals a girl's guitar. He steals a woman's purse. He steals these two guys who was like having a fit off. Like, they was just like talking about how I'm fresher than you. No, I'm fresher than you. No, he literally takes their clothes. And they're fighting this auto monster, and while they're fighting it, they're kind of having a hard time because old boy is he's too hard. Like, apparently he's supposed to be like a treasure chest, but apparently he's also supposed to be like a scallop. He's supposed to be a scallop, and he had like this little defense form where he would just turn like into a treasure chest, and he was kind of impenetrable and stuff like that. It was hard fighting him. And then while they're fighting him, that's when Sashido, he's the one that even told them that the auto monster was attacking. And they're fighting him, they're kind of beating him up and everything, and then he does that, and then that's when Sashido comes up, and he's like, yeah, like they're thinking that he's gonna help out and stuff like that. Then boom, he actually grabs his boom changer and throws it to the auto monster, and the auto monster like absorbs it, and everybody's like, what are you doing, yo? So he turns around, he pulls out a blick, a real blick, not no colorful Ranger blick. No, he pulled out the real blick, the blick with the dick on it, like that. That's what he pulled out. And he's getting ready. He basically says that, hey, the ISA and the Hashirians are working together, and they're gonna dominate the earth. And if y'all don't, and he tells Taya to disband the team right now, man, or you guys are gonna become enemies of the earth. And then Taya's like, man, alright, I'll be enemy of the earth. That sounds pretty cool. And like, Sashido's like, what the fuck? Alright. And then, he kind of just walks off. He really doesn't say anything to them. He's just like, and Mira's heartbroken. Mira and Joe, they're gonna be heartbroken because they're basically like the kids of the group. So it's like Mira's like, this gotta be a plan, right? This gotta be some secret plan or whatever. You're pretending to do this, right? He's a knob, because that's when we see Sakito tried to rush him, and he shot at Sakito. So it's like, nah, he serves. Bro is serious. So that's when the auto monster comes back. He throws in some grunts, and they end up having to fight the grunts. And then like that's when Sashido just walks off. Right, everybody hitchens back up again, and they're still kind of having trouble with the auto monster and the grunts. And then that's when another blue face shows Gokaiger Blue, Mr. Joe, another Joe. He comes in, he helps them out. When he helps them out, he ends up hitting the auto monster, and it spits up he gets the Boom Boom Changer back. When he gets it back, he transforms the Boom Boom Changer into a Ranger Key, and when he uses it, he turns into a Boom Boom Blue. He turns into a Boom Blue Ranger Key. He transforms. He turns into Boom Blue, and they fight the auto monster, defeat the auto monster. And then we get into our mech fight, and we end up. He basically turns Joe. He turns Bune Diesel. He turns Bune Diesel into the Gokaiger mech. Like he literally transforms into it, and then they end up, that's when we end up defeating the auto monster. After that, we see Taya has like a conversation with Joe. Gokaiger Joe has a conversation with him. And then Joe basically gives him a pendant, gives him like a necklace. He said, "Hey, there's a girl who needed a delivery for the Boonboomger, and there's a princess who needed a delivery to the Boonboomger." So Joe gives him this necklace, and turns out this necklace is from a character from a movie. And it's a movie I haven't seen, because I didn't know, like, he talked about like I thought he was talking about a Gokaiger character or something like that. But no, we get these flashbacks of a movie that happened, and I didn't watch the movie. And now that this has happened, I'm most likely going to watch the movie, because this is a whole different, like, separate character, and they were talking about a whole separate thing. So that thing was canon. So he gives the pendant to Mira. And they're thinking, like, why did Mira want Joe to bring this to them? And now they're thinking that, her name isn't Mira, but he gives the pendant to Mira. And then now they're thinking, why does she want Joe to bring this pendant to us? And they think it's a message saying that she's in trouble, because there's probably something going on out in space somewhere, and the Hashirians are probably causing trouble somewhere in space. But I don't know, like, that's what they're all thinking. And since they kind of put that on the back burner, since Sashido has basically like betrayed them. And then that's when we see Bundario come up, and he's like Taya, he's like, all your accounts, they're not yours anymore. They're they've been changed to the tech company. And it's like, what? It's like, it ends there. It's like, that's what I meant. Like, they took his money, they took my boy's money, they took Taya's basically all his bank accounts, and now they all evolve. Now they all belong to his teacher, belong to like his mentor, because his mentor is the dude that's a part that is the president of this of this big tech company, which is the same tech company who's making all of the evil robos. So now that he's taken all of Taya's money, it seems like now he has more funding to mass produce more evil robos. And I'm just like, this is messed up. It's messed up, man. But also in this episode, some more minor, not minor, but like some more details. In the beginning of the episode, we see that Sakito and Bune Diesel, they come to everybody to tell them about like the situation with the BBG, and how the Hashirians have control over the BBG, and it determines on the winner. And like basically the entire BBG is just basically designed to just gather gasoline. And a lot of the people who have been captured by the Hashirians and imprisoned have now been hit with a bunch of more charges on their sentences. So now a lot of them are going to be in jail for a lot longer, and that pisses off Genba. That pisses off Genba to like a high degree. I was thinking bro was going to kitsune up, but after that, he stayed calm about it. Cause he's holding up to his promise. He's keeping up to his promise, because they think that's happening because they defeated DeRoss. So after they defeated DeRoss, it seems like it had a negative effect, out in space. So that's still kind of messed up. So now like Gemba's like, I'm pissed, and like Mira's worried about old girl from the movie, which I'm most likely going to watch that movie. The flashback to them, but she seemed so out of place. Like she seemed like she's from a whole different show. She didn't even feel like she was part of a freaking Sentai. She felt like a Kamen Rider character. And the monsters that we saw, holy crap, these dudes look menacing. But yeah, man, this episode was messed up. We see that also Saiba, she's trying to get like information and stuff, like dig deep into the whole like what the ISA is doing type thing. But then her freaking fake friend, with the brown suit, she keeps like gaslighting her into thinking that, oh nah, nothing's going on, everything's cool, like, we're just you're worrying too much, we're here to preserve the future for humanity, like don't worry about it. These reports and stuff, they haven't been altered, don't worry about it. You're thinking too much. Go rest. Like she's doing that type of thing to Saiba, and Saiba knows. Like she's like, nah sis, nah, something messed up right here. Y'all doing something right here. Like there's some dark secrets going on right here. I'm gonna find out. But yeah, man. And also we see that Wild Spender he's privy to whatever the ISA director is trying to do, like his secret plans or whatever that he's trying to do. And like, Spender's like, hey man, like they always do this, man. They always do this. They always think that they can take me down and they got some kind of secret plan to take me out and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they still wrapped around my finger, you see? And it's just like, I'm like, he's privy to what's going on. So it's like, I feel like Wild Spender's going to have his own thing going on too. And plus, bro gets a form in the next episode, which is weird. Like he goes from black and red with the hat Michael Jackson to white and gold Michael Jackson. So I'm just waiting to see how that's gonna look. He seems like he's gonna be way more powerful. And it also seems like Wild Spender I feel like he's just really nothing to mess with. Like he's nothing to mess with. Like we saw what he did last time when he kind of sort of got involved, I guess, but at the same time we didn't see him full on fight. But I feel like next episode we're gonna see him like kind of fight full on, and he's gonna beat the crap out of them. But yeah, man, this episode was great. It was dope. I feel like the whole Sashido thing, I feel like Sashido is sort of being manipulated because he did just throw his freaking boom boom changer into the chest, man. And plus the ISA dude is like, watch it. It's like, hey, keep eyes on him. So it's gonna be kind of hard for Sashido to do anything. It seems like he has everybody fooled. I don't know if he's like, I don't know if this is a plan or is this kind of secret thing going on, because we already know Sashido's gonna be back. We know in the end of the day, bro's gonna come back to the freaking team. We're gonna get our blue back. We're gonna get our full team back. We know that. But this time it just feels different. I don't know. I feel like this really is a real betrayal. I don't know. From the way everybody was acting, from the way everybody was talking, it just feels like this is a real betrayal. And we only got a few episodes left. Boonboomger's almost out of here, but I'm really gonna be sad to see it go. But we'll talk about that when it actually happens. But other than that, you guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about this episode of Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger. If you made it to this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and remember, as I always say, stay Henshin.